back. We're messing around with concatenation a bit more. Because I'm having fun fumbling around in this pack trying to figure out what on earth I'm doing. So last time we were working on some infrastructure. We got, some machines built and upgraded. We got a new power setup. We got a mechanical press going. And I think we had a couple of other minor things we worked on. Oh, we repositioned the quarry, so that's out working hard, getting us some new resources. We got some new equipment, so we can explore a bit more safely instead of just running around mostly unequipped and vulnerable to all the bad things out there. Hi, Mew. We've got a lot more to do. I don't know what exactly we're gonna do all the different stuff. We got a construction project today. I don't know if I have all the materials I need for it, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Oh, I know something I wanted to do. Oh, no, I can't actually do that. Okay. Okay, still don't actually have access to... Oh, yeah, I feel like we bounced back pretty quickly from the falling in the hole situation. At least I think. So today's project is to try to build that iron generator. I don't know if we're going to have enough create components to do it, but we're going to give it a shot. Honestly... No, I don't know how we're gonna... I don't know how we're gonna get this done. I almost wonder if I should just try and set it up in here. I mean, there's no room to do it in here, but... I don't know, we've already got the infrastructure, we've got the, gears and everything set up. What if... we put it above everything? What if we build it up here? I mean, it means that the ceiling would be quite a bit lower, but... Like I said, we've already got the infrastructure, we've got the rotational power coming in this way. So it's... possible? I don't know. I feel like this high ceiling up here is just begging for us to do something with it. And I don't want to set up a ton of extra, like, shafts and cogwheels and all that stuff. Just to do the same thing we're already doing. So, I don't know. Let's give it a shot. We're adding a loft. Okay, first things first. Is this still... it's going to be a little cramped. Okay, what about, like, a couple of cogwheel or gearboxes to redirect that so that we can raise the level up a little bit. Do wish we had some more materials, but I guess we can make andesite alloy now, so I guess it's fine. Supposed to add in that label mod. That's right. It's okay. We'll figure this out even if I have to continue fumbling through all the containers and everything. Okay. Andesite alloy and wood are the main things that we need. I guess I should say andesite alloy and logs. Because I'm certain we're going to need a couple andesite casing to get this going. We also definitely don't need that random crimson root. What the heck? Some of this stuff definitely needs to go away. Although I'm not sure where some of it's going to go, so I don't know. I am looking forward to the point when I get some sort of, like, storage system that I can actually, like, just toss things into and then have the machine figure out where everything is instead of me. Because then I could probably finally empty out my inventory and not have to think about it. But we're not at that point yet. We're working toward that point. Okay, what do we need for gearbox? Gearbox? Gear shift? Chain drive? What's less material intensive between the gearbox and the chain drive? Because the chain drive would work. 4 cogwheels and an andesite casing. Oh, okay, that's no contest. Okay, absolutely the chain drives. Okay, that's awesome. Anytime we can save materials, that's always good. Okay, so did I? Oh no, I just didn't read that correctly. Whoopsie. Wish it would let us mix and match the nuggets, but oh well. That's not a big deal. There we go. Okay, so we take the 2 chain drives and that and that. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so that keeps our vertical clearance here. And then that means that we can start this up here. So that's more or less the same vertical clearance we already had. And then we could build off of this and create an area up here to work from for creating our generator. Hopefully. We'll see how it works. I gotta stop just randomly placing these all willy-nilly. I'm kind of making a mess. Where do we put stairs to get up here? Honestly, that could work. It's a little bit jank, but it's fine. We could make some stairs to go with that. And heck, we could probably just move the chest out of the way if it's not going to be accessible. I feel like that makes more stairs than it used to. That might be some of the stuff that Mitemi was changing. Alright, so what if we just nab this and put it, I mean, anywhere really, but here? Yeah, that's weird. The chests don't display in Carry On anymore. I wonder why. Don't we have anything in this? Yeah, okay. Oops. Oh, these are slabs. Okay, that's why that's... Okay, that makes sense. Alright, it's a little confusing getting this stuff set up, but we got a second floor now. We're adding the loft. I'm not actually sure how much space this is going to take up, because I'm just kind of making this up as I go, but... Some more lighting. It's spooky up here now. Okay, so I don't exactly remember what else we need to do. Okay, so the main things are the drill and the encased fan. Oh, and we're gonna need another mill too. We could probably just take the one from down here and then replace it later. Let's see. We're gonna need a couple more chain drives to split up the rotational force up there. That recipe is very convenient. I don't remember if this will let me split this in more than one direction at a time. I don't think it will, but let's see. Nah, I didn't think so. Okay, so actually that might mean we need 3 of these. Wait a second. Let me look at that gearbox we have there. Oh no, yeah, that is crucial to the setup. Okay. Third one? Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay, so we can split up our rotational output. I'm wondering how far we can push this before we end up running into needing extra stress units. Okay, so we come up here, attach this to the front, and then we can split it that way. There we go. Okay, we've got multiple outputs available. And this is probably going to take a lot more space this way, I think. Gotta make room, we're expanding. Okay, so we got a drill. Okay, we have a drill. So this is where it does cause damage. I was kind of wondering. Sorry, intrusive thoughts won there for a second. Okay, so we got the drill. So the cobblestone will be created here. And then cobblestone needs to be turned into gravel. Gravel needs to be washed. How do we set that up exactly? If this is the spot where it's going to break, then... Trying to do this compactly might actually be an issue. Maybe it needs to be here? Oh. Whatever. Because we need the mill to be able to do its thing. So we create a block, it breaks, we feed it into the mill. Yeah, this being this compact could be a problem. But I guess that's fine, because we can just keep adding more chain drives and expanding that nonsense that way. Okay, what if we pretend this is 5 blocks, and then we have the drill here. Oh, is that how I place it that way? This is weird. I'm just trying to place this as a mock-up. Stop fighting me. Okay, drill. Then we have empty space, which will have a funnel in it that we can put the mill here. That causes a different problem. Let's see. We need funnels? Is that what they're called? Yeah. Ooh, do we have dried kelp? I don't know if we do. That could be an issue. Do we have any kelp of, like, any type? Might have to go for a swim. Oh, yeah, looks like we might need to go out to the ocean for a bit. Okay, that's on the list of things to do then. Now I just have the problem that I don't know how we're gonna transfer rotational power that way. That's an option. I think that also means we could... Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a way that could work. Okay. Still have a minor issue. Probably gonna need another gearbox, I think. We need something to turn this. Okay, so item breaks here. We're probably gonna put a belt underneath this eventually. And then this will be turning and have a funnel in front of it. So cobblestone gets created, moves here, gets pulled into this thing, gets processed into gravel, and then moved over here where it gets washed. Yeah. I'll probably need the brass funnel if we could figure out how to get that. Oh gosh, we need rose quartz. That's gonna be a nightmare. Oh wait, no, it's not. We can already make rose quartz because we have nether quartz. Okay, so the only actual material missing so far is just kelp. How much was it? It's kind of a lot, but 8. And then 1 piece of nether quartz. Do we have sandpaper? we have sand? We have paper. We have sand. I don't know if we have paper. That should be easy enough to fix. Where did all the tree bark end up? I'm going to have to do some quick chopping to fix that. Thank goodness we have that. Okay, quick and easy fix. Alright, my ultimate feat of engineering so far. Sand plus paper equals sandpaper. Don't ask how that works. Supercharged, apparently. Then we need an iron plate. Which, I think at this point we've got a couple of ways we could make. Probably just toss a piece of iron under the mechanical press, because it just seems like the least work that way. Gotta put that right there. Boom! Take an iron sheet. Add rose quartz. We got an electron tube. And electron tube is used for quite a bit of stuff, actually. Pinky Rose, welcome to the stream. Thanks, I am doing well. Having fun fumbling over tech mods that I don't understand how to use. Let's see. Right, I don't know why I'm digging through this, like I don't know what the item is. The funnel, which we just need brass and more dried kelp. I don't remember if we have a supply of brass sitting around, but that's easy enough to fix. Yeah, so I guess we just need a quick ocean trip, and then we can move forward with some of that. Still absolutely wish my inventory wasn't just a complete disaster. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that right now. Stash some of the shuriken in my backpack. The backpack is a whole other situation. We'll deal with at some other point. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. You can stay tuned for me tripping over things, fumbling through tech mods, falling screaming into powder snow, chasing solicitors off my property, and whatever other silliness we get into. That's ocean, right? Okay, cool. All right, let's run down there real quick. We just got to collect a little bit of kelp. Which, I mean, I'm sure I could set up a proper farm for, but given the ocean's, like, right over here, I don't want to. Does kelp grow in the cold ocean? I don't even know. On the ice before it breaks. Oh, frame rate. Looks like short answer is no. Now, that could make this more complicated. A little too cold for, aquatic plant life. It's all cold and frozen ocean. Yeah, okay. That means we probably need to head over toward that anomaly, because that's probably the only place we're gonna be able to find stuff that isn't frozen. A lot of undead just sort of exploded out here. I think it's from when we were out here last time. I'm still kind of curious what's going on underneath this, but we'll mess with that later. Alright, so we'll head back, because we need to find warmer ocean. Oh, wait, no, we don't need to do that. We can steal the conveyor belt from in here. I keep forgetting about that. Right, there's a whole belt line in here. And mechanical arms, which we're totally going to steal later. And a couple of funnels. Probably just steal this whole setup. Some random nonsense in here. Alright, that gives us funnels. There's next to gearbox, which we needed. I am really glad that my original plan for this place has played out so well. I just thought, hey, we can't do create stuff, but since we have two different create structures, everything we should be able to get a lot of stuff done just using the parts we already have. And it just keeps working out that way. Okay, cool. So we don't have to run several hundred blocks out to that warp portal anomaly to continue messing with this. At least yet. Maybe we will later. Oh, we also only got one belt. Okay. I wonder if we could just run the belt under this whole setup, and if it would work. That might work? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what the logistics situation is going to be with that. No! Still no. There. Not sure if that'll work. Why did it? It's weird. Being weird. Kelp drive. I wonder, can we just add an extra shaft here? And then... Oh, come on. Will this work? Yeah, actually. Wait, yeah, that's exactly what we want. I was like, oh no, it's going backwards. No, I'm looking at the wrong side. Okay. So then theoretically we take a funnel and we put it here. Alright. This is starting to come together, I think. Okay, and then... how do we make this happen? Oh, we're still gonna need a brass funnel here, I think. Because I think we need to have something here. And possibly here, just to make sure that doesn't bump into anything. Alright, come on, brain. We can do this. How make spin? How do? We don't have a wrench, do we? Oh, wait, hold on. I could just adjust this manually, I think. Not that way. Nope. Oh, might have something here. Because then I think we could put a shaft here and a shaft there. We need another belt, of course. Where'd the fan end up? There it is. I am the wind maker. Alright, we need another funnel over there anyway. Okay, so item gets broken over here eventually. So cobblestone gets created, gets pulled into the machine. The mill does its job, turns the copper into gravel. Gravel gets moved over here. We need... How are we going to... I want to make some trapdoors for this, I think. That'd be the simplest way to do this. How many trapdoors do I make at once? Is it 2? Oh! Okay, yeah, those recipe tweaks that Mitemi did are nuts. That definitely didn't make 12 before. But I'm happy it does. Okay, so for all the difficulty that the mod pack has us go through because of increased resource costs and everything, I'm glad that we are getting some simple things made more easily. Okay, so we now have a huge supply of trapdoors to make use of. So we can do something like that. And then once again, where's my bucket? It keeps disappearing. Alright, who's got my bucket? What the heck? I don't think there's anything in these containers. Did the bucket somehow get consumed by something? I don't even remember. Oh, there's a lava bucket. Oh, they're both full of lava. Okay. I don't know if we have a place to put lava. I guess we just put it outside. There's so much snow that it isn't likely to cause a fire. Maybe not put it next to a tree. Yeah, I don't know. What out here? also snow down there. I don't know what's going to happen if I put it there. Could be funny to see. Maybe I end up flooding some underground chamber I didn't know about with lava. So much miscellaneous junk in my inventory, I swear. I'm gonna add that label mod one of these days. Okay. Ah, interesting. Oh, it's doing something. Oh, where's that go now? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, maybe we, It's freaking powder snow again, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, okay. That's the plot twist. This whole area is just permafrost on top of powder snow. This whole area was just a death trap this entire time. I kept trying to tell you guys this place was trying to kill me. Anyway. Okay, so we discovered another way that this environment is absolutely trying to kill me. Which is why we're making plans to leave. But for right now, we're trying to rig up a machine, so... Close that for aesthetics, mostly. I think if I close this one, it'll cut off the supply of water blowing through. Oh, that's not how I expected that to work. You know what? It's fine. Yeah, Mushroom Island is more and more sounding like the place to go. Or andesite alloy. That's stone. Where do we have the andesite? Is it here? Yeah, there we go. Looks like I might need to get some more soon. Hooray for recovered ancient technology that we found outside. It's important not just to make use of your own inventions, but also other people's inventions. Because why go to the effort to create something new if somebody's already made it for you? Hmm? Okay, so we get a second belt to run across there. And that'll be good to go. I think we have one more chain drive we can attach over here. Yeah. Extend that this way, and now the drill's running. Awesome. Might need to move some stuff regarding the drill to get that ready to go, but... let's see. Actually, we're going to need to go back and get that lava later, now that I think about it. I don't know if we can get away with this. Can we waterlog the drill? Think we can? Wait, but then if we do that... No, that's not going to work. I've once again forgotten some of the most basic Minecraft stuff. How do we make this work? That might be what we need. Because if we put the water right where the drill is, then the water will end up being destroyed when the cobblestone gets placed there. Okay, so with any luck, we can waterlog this block, hopefully. I think we waterlogged the conveyor belt, which is not exactly what I want. There we go. Okay, so in theory, the lava hangs out up here, and then flows down, hopefully touches that, and then creates cobblestone. Let's see if that works. So this part, depending on how this goes later, could be titled Artificer Sets Entire Workshop on Fire. We'll find out. Or maybe overeager VTuber recreates the Miko lava bucket incident. You know, one of those. Hey, look at that! It's working! Placeholder block. You're jamming up the machine. Cut it out. Now with safety features. All right, look at that. The machine is functioning, at least on some level. We're going to run into a problem now that I think about it, because that's just going to keep running until I turn it off at this point. And that's currently the only way we haven't turned it off. On that note, maybe we put a, like, clutch or a switch or something over here to be able to turn the machine on and off. Okay, so in theory, this is actually just about ready to go, I think. We need... Okay, so this space needs to be open, so... Or does it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much space we need to put down another funnel. Okay, so maybe we'll wait on that. I think we gotta head out to go get the kelp, because we're at that step now. On that note, considering we're stuck all the way out here and we're having all these issues with this, maybe we do set up a kelp farm since it's not naturally growing out here. Start adding more chests to things just because I should have been doing that ages ago. Over here? Maybe? Okay, that just gives us a place to create stuff because we need organization. It'd make all this stuff so much faster if anything was actually organized. Yeah, we're starting to get there, though, I think. That's a vanilla stone cutter, not a mechanical saw. Don't think there's any other stuff we need to worry about in here right now. Okay, I think with that we got most of the major stuff handled. Okay, so we're off to the ocean, or a warmer ocean. See, look at that, and the inventory's kind of starting to get better. It's good. Leave a crate junk in here. Yeah, that. I don't think we need this, like, at all. Just throw that away in a second. Okay, it's slowly happening. We're making progress. Okay. Yes, I guess we just need to head out to the ocean. Grab us some kelp. And then figure out some place to set up a kelp farm. As well as something to stop the ice from claiming it as soon as we set it up. It's nighttime. Look at that. Look at all that progress. The machine is almost doing what it needs to. We should grab some food. Can we make, like, some more potent stuff since we have a cooking pot now? I don't know if we actually have what we need for the recipe. Do we have carrots and potatoes? We have a couple. We still have a knife. Okay. Let's do a little bit of chef work before we leave. Minced beef, carrots, and potatoes. Ha ha ha! We've reached gourmet status. We need to whip up a few bowls for one reason or for all that stuff. Don't need an extra crafting station because we already have one over here. Oh wait, no, that's not what that is. Oh well, we don't need it. It's fine. I think it's redundant with the mods we have installed anyway. Yeah, okay, so just bowls. Go. Boom. Dinner is served. Maybe grab a couple of smaller snack items. Do we have anything we could make with this? I don't know. So many different... What the world is that? It's a lamp using a glowberry? Huh. That's interesting. couple of carrots. So we got a couple small food items and a couple big food items. Okay, so we're set on that. Our weapons and armor are fine from last time. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, put that away. Alright, we are set. Inventory is still a mess, but it's getting better. It is. You can tell. You can see it. I'm not crazy. Or at least that's not proof I'm crazy. Anyway, which way are we headed again? Right, it's just out across the frozen ocean. I wish we had one of the ways we could use to fast travel. I don't want to think about how much work it would be to try to build a road out there using Via Romana, given it's over the ocean. Sounds awful. Keep telling these guys to get off my property. They just do not listen. Alright. Gonna do a little bit of traveling, which I think automatically means a little bit of adventuring, because, well, it's Minecraft and things can get a little unpredictable at times. You know, like the last time we came out here and got whisked thousands of blocks away from home. We have the boat. I'm still not sure what the more efficient way to traverse this area is. Let's see, if we put the boat here, slide out onto the water, and then we can go up this way, and maybe we can kind of... I don't know. It's a mess. This is just another of the many reasons why I don't want to be in the snow anymore. Whee! Oh gosh, the computer had to stop and think about that for a second. It's like, I'm sorry, you're going how fast? Whoa, hold on, I have a lot of stuff to load all of a sudden. But yeah, all this cold ocean is just, like, devoid of almost anything, looking at it. We got some fish. Seems to be a structure of some sort down there. Oh, yeah, like underwater ruin. One of these days I'm going to figure out why anytime I push that button it tells me that I'm missing cannon ammunition. Nope. The handling is not that good. But yeah, if it could just be like just land or just water for a bit, that'd be so nice. This is generally not worth the effort from what I've seen, because it's just going to freeze up again. I guess I don't need to be as worried about the polar bear now, because I have armor. Like, I don't necessarily want to fight the polar bear, but I also don't really like having to, like, run and hide near an area that I'm trying to build up into, like, a base. Speaking of, there's still the issue with the ocean monument down there. Technically, packed ice is kind of a valuable resource. There's way too much of it here for me to care about that. I'd like to imagine that someday I could push this this playthrough to the point that the only place there's ice is on like roads that I use to move between parts of my massive super base. Someday, maybe. Oh, right. Don't want to go that way. Look at all those guardians. If I am trying to take over that spot as like a waypoint to get to the new base site, I wonder if I could use like a mega torch to stop those guys from respawning there. It's a polar bear and my old boat. That scares me every single time. Ugh. I'm okay. Right, can't break even snow because minor fatigue. Anyway, here we are on the other end. The world's only like half loaded and everything looks kind of terrifying. Okay, we're not technically here to do anything particular on the Mushroom Island. We're mostly just looking for kelp. Oh, right, which now we probably can't get because... I hate the Elder Guardians. They're such jerks. Go away. Shoot. Get out of here. My mining speed's decreased, my damage isn't. I mean, I think, like, technically, the kelp is like an instant break, right? So it shouldn't be an issue. Okay, let's just go down and grab a couple pieces of kelp then. Here's hoping. What is this? Okay, so we found out what the structure is. There's literally just an entire underwater mine shaft down here. Fascinating. Definitely not what I was expecting. It's pretty neat, though. Okay, we just need a few pieces of that. And then we can start growing our own back at home. Whoops. I'm not sure how we're gonna keep something like that warm so that we could like grow multiple things of it, but I don't know. Maybe like a lantern or something. Who knows? Okay, we'll come back to the Mushroom Island later. And I think now, because we're running around out here, on the Mushroom Island it's fine, but I think I'm going to sleep because I don't want to deal with random monsters for the time being. I guess it's not as big of a deal anymore now. So got some armor and stuff. Stupid mining fatigue. Oh, yeah, right. I just put the boat back on the action bar, but if I use the boat, I'm going to lose it because we can't break it. When do we get the jetpack? I don't even know if the jetpack is actually a good option for, like, long-distance travel, or if you're just sort of supposed to use it to float around your base and, like, build things and access things more easily. I don't know. I've never used any of the jetpacks in Minecraft. And I don't know which ones we got from the mod that's in here, because I haven't had a chance to mess with them yet. That's part of why we're here. Anywho, we gotta... Actually, yeah, because I think most of the vehicles are actually the hermit pathway. I think we can kind of branch into some of the stuff, potentially, just because hermit and Hierophant paths are next to each other. But I think without making another card, I don't think we can do a whole lot. The jetpack is on our pathway, though. But I think we're still working towards whatever we need for that. Just totally killed my momentum. Come on. Oh, out of food. Doing anything particularly serious. I don't know if we necessarily need to eat the really nice food yet. I don't remember if we need ink sacks or not. Should probably get like a item wish list or something going. I'm pretty sure I made that clipboard. I just haven't actually started using it. Okay, so we're just about back. Gotta make sure not to use all of the kelp because we want to be able to grow more in case we need it. What if we just kind of... Oh, I don't know what's going to happen if I dig down in this part of the world. Yep, just end up discovering some more random nonsense, because, like, even just the foundation of this place is just unstable and dangerous. Hoping that's good enough. Oh, stop. Okay, I can't get back up the way I went because of how I set that up, but in theory, we should now have the beginnings of a kelp farm. That should stop at least the base part from freezing over. So I think now we can come back with like some bone meal and throw it at that. Oh, we have bone meal. Alright, let's give it a shot then. Come on! Uh-oh. Oh! I didn't think about that. Fascinating. It might randomly grow too tall and then start changing things, because every block that kelp grows into becomes a water source block. Even if it's flowing water. Which is technically good, but with how unstable everything is around here, it can cause problems. Okay, that, I think, should work. So, now we can come down here and... Perfect. Okay. Renewable kelp. Now we just gotta cook a couple of these guys up. And we should be set. Can't go that way anymore. Gotta start setting up new paths through the factory. The ceiling is leaking. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Alright, toss a couple of these guys into the furnace. Get ourselves some dried kelp. I, once again, do not remember if we have brass on hand, but... don't think we do. Okay, probably metal alloying time. Sure, copper and zinc, that easy. Thanks to us being on this path, we don't need a blaze burner because we have the Hierophant technology to take care of that stuff for us. So, are we out of, like, actual smelted copper bars? Oh, wait, no, they're sitting in the machine. I remember seeing them earlier. I think we stored away all the fuel, so... Okay, there we go. We're doing the thing. Alright, awesome. Real alloys. Where did... oh, that's probably up in that chest. I should make another crafting table to go there. You never have too many crafting tables. No, that. There we go. Grab those. Do something like this. There we are. Okay, and now we need a list filter, I think it is. Create list filter. Okay. A piece of wool and 2 iron nuggets. Oops. Okay, so we need items to show this thing what we wanted to pick up. how does this work again? Okay, this is an allow list. Okay, so the things it should allow are iron nuggets and flint. Okay, I think we're actually at the point this might be ready to go. If we're lucky, anyway. Okay. It does occur to me that I don't actually know how to use the item vault, so this could be dangerous. Maybe we just put a chest there. And then I'll go do some reading on how to pull items out of the item vault, and then we can replace it with that once it starts to take up too much space inside. I feel really stupid if we did all this and everything worked perfectly, and then I realized I couldn't get the items back out of the vault after they go in. Crafting table wall, yes. Considering they're storing the items I have crafted on it, I honestly wouldn't mind it. Oh, let's make one of the better chests. Yeah, let's make like an iron chest or a gold chest or something. Not making a diamond chest, you nuts. Do we have enough iron to do that? Well, we're about to start making iron, so I guess it's probably fine. But we don't have enough to actually do that. At least I don't think. Nah. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do, like a double chest for now. And then we could just change it out later, too. Okay. Let's see. If we do this, this, and then this? I think that works. I don't know if it needs to be further back than that. No, let's take it out. Honestly, just because it'll probably look nicer if we move it back. Where's the rest of that deep slate I was throwing around everywhere? Did I use it all already? Oh no, I just put it away. Nope, one too many. That is gonna make walking around that kind of annoying. Is there somebody outside? That's better. I keep thinking I'm hearing like a villager or something. Ooh, now I don't know if that's gonna work. I might have to change how that is doing what it's doing. Okay, first, I have to apply the filter, because otherwise it's not going to do what it's supposed to be doing. Oh, right, it wasn't actually making gravel yet, because that hasn't been powered. Oh, that's a lot more. Okay. I was not paying proper attention there. A piece of coal. Toss that in there. Okay, depending on how that works, we might have to move it again, but that's not that big of a deal. We have something that can be washed already. Oh, there's gravel right here. Okay. Okay, so we'll pretend this just came out of the machine. We throw it on here, and then... Yeah, it's not sitting in front of the... Okay, that's not going to work. Okay, so we do have to have it one block closer. That's fine. Oops. Now it's facing the wrong way. What? Had it... What? What did I just do? What was that noise? Something got clicked and it made a sound. I don't know. Whatever. Funnel. It's really cramped. I don't know if it's going to work. But we can test it. Ah! Being processed. Being processed. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, wait. I think I know what happened. %25 chance. 12% chance. Okay, so it worked. It just didn't create anything. Because we're essentially making resources from nothing, but it also fails an awful lot because it's not a high chance of getting us a bunch of free materials. Okay, we got the belt. Approaching success. We're almost there. I knew it. I knew that was going to be the step too far for the machine. I was like, it's almost done. It only needs one more connection and it's broken. We overstressed the water wheels. That's great. I knew it was going to happen. Can we make a water wheel on our own? Ah, no card required. Okay, cool. Does mean we have to create a whole nother setup outside for making space for the water wheel and all that, but that's mostly just annoying. It's not difficult at all. It'd be less annoying if I stopped trying to build it into that stupid tree. But it's funny that way. Although this might actually expand past the point where it fits on there. Right, drop this in the center. Small water wheel, and then realize that I'm just short for the large water wheel. Also realizing I really ought to move that chest because it makes it hard to get into that box. I'll figure out a place for it later. Wait, no. that, that, this, and then surround it by more wood. Okay. Another large water wheel. Where are we going to put the large water wheel? Obvious answer is next to the other water wheel, but it's not always that simple. Oh, gosh, the whole situation is such a mess. This is what aesthetics aesthetics second, function first ends up looking like. It's not pretty. Who's spawning? It's the middle of the day. Darn it, Miyu, you can't just show up as a monster spawn randomly. Oops. We should make another bucket. But I was not expecting to have to do this again, so... That's not quite how that worked the first time. Oh, there was snow piled up there. Okay. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Shuriken! Really? Whatever. At least you didn't blow up anything important. This never worked. I should probably move that someplace. What am I doing? Water. You know, I'm thinking about it, I'm probably lucky the water for the water wheels hasn't frozen yet. Probably not gonna work, because that's what I tried the other time, and it caused issues. Okay, so let's try placing the wheel. No! There we go. Clean this up a little bit. Okay, it's still ugly as sin, but it works. Okay, but we didn't disconnect everything, so I believe that means everything is currently running. Oh yeah, look at this. Let's see. Can we make this less weird looking somehow? Can we, like, squish these? Do I want to use even more trapdoors? Like a railing or something? Maybe like a fence? I don't know. I want to reduce the form factor on this, just to make it look slightly nicer. Metal bars might work, actually. Did we have some of those sitting around from something we made? I don't remember. Oh, there's some fence blocks in here. Oh, that doesn't block. Interesting. I didn't know that. The fan can still blow through that. Okay, so we need something a little more substantial right there. Man, maybe we do just put another trapdoor down. Well, we found out the trapdoor recipe that we have now is super inexpensive, so maybe we'll just go with that. Ooh! We killed it. What do we need to fix this? Bone? Got bones? There we go. We could do a tiny bit of Tinker's construct as a treat. Why are there angry dogs outside? We're being accosted for reasons I'm not certain of. Hello? Oh, that's not just a dog. That's like the big guy. Oh, so all the noise is because he brought all his buddies with him. I wonder. Good news, he's stupid. Hey, 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 hey! None of that. Stay out of my barn. Good news, they're all stupid. Bad dog. No biscuits for anybody. There's so many of them. Fortunately, they picked a terrible spot to try to fight me. Calling this home field advantage. And they messed up my crops. It's so inconsiderate. Oh my gosh. I don't even have like a hoe available to really fix that right now. whatever. I hadn't really been digging too heavily into the crops lately anyway. Where's this stupid fish come from? Get out of here. Okay. Nice warm bowl of soup. As I was saying... Just things going on all at once. Okay, we're fine. We got the nonsense that was going on before taken care of. Get back to working on all of our machine silliness. No. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, we should basically be at the point. Oops. Alright, that all looks like it is doing what it's supposed to. I believe the machine is functioning correctly. It's wild to say. I think the lava is still outside. Yep. Because now that should be the last piece of the puzzle here. Alright, let's see if it works. Moment of truth. Cobblestone gets pushed into the machine. Gravel comes out. Gravel comes out and gets washed. Might need a slightly different system for that piling up here because the belt insists on it only moving one spot at a time. I was kind of hoping they could, like, pile up there, but... Yeah, because we're creating them way faster than we're processing them. Technically speaking, though, it works. I wonder... Wish we had a wrench. Make it easier to make adjustments. Because if I change something now, it's going to make a mess. Let's see if I can do this without the whole thing coming apart. I'm thinking if I move the belt back to here... Nope. Oh, that's dangerous. Where'd the belt end up? There it is. Cool, then it occurs to me there's just lava freaking free dangling from the ceiling that could pour down into the rest of the house. So that's fun. Whoops. That's also a potential issue. How the heck? Didn't I just move it to... Alright. Stop everything. Oh, the house is on fire. I knew it was going to happen eventually. We did it! It finally happened. I don't have a way to get up there to stop it. It finally happened. I can't believe it. We finally started the building on fire. I'm so happy. I knew it had to happen eventually. Ooh. Ah, good times. Good times. Ah. Feels good. Feels good. It's not a proper experiment with a machine that you don't fully understand unless something blows up or catches fire. Ah. Good stuff. So I guess we're going to continue iterating on the project, and now we have much more daylight to work with. Okay, one more time with the basic idea here. Okay, so that is doing what I was hoping it would, which is spitting out items over here. Because now... Nope. Slab? Trapdoor? Something. Let's go with slab. Oh, if you stand next to it, it causes problems. Oh, it is working. There's nothing to move it further that way, but it looks like it's close enough to the brass funnel that it's picking it up anyway. I think. Or at least it was. Now I can't tell what's happening. Why are those pieces not being affected? Very strange. Oh, it's down too low. Interesting. Huh. How do we deal with that issue? Okay, so this needs to be higher. Hmm. How would we make that work? It needs to be like roughly the same height as the belt. Hmm. So like higher than the half slab, but not as tall as a whole block. What exactly would work for that? I'm not sure what block we need to solve that problem. Something that's like 2/3 of a block? Um, Fence is a block and a half. Um, hmm. Might have an idea. We're kind of just freeform experimenting at this point. I'm just incredibly amused at the fact that I managed to set the workshop on fire. That's still the highlight for me. What am I doing? Okay, how tall is a single snow layer? I'm thinking we might be able to stack snow to reach the specific height we need. Mm, I guess we just keep stacking them until it starts working. No guarantee that there's any specific point where that'll happen, but... Oops. Really hard to throw these where I want them to end up. Still no? Still nothing? I have no idea if this is actually going to work this way. I'm absolutely just ad-libbing. That's slightly taller than the conveyor belt, so now I'm worried. It's still not touching it? Oh, wait, wait! Okay, that part works. Is the conveyor belt actually going to move it onto that, though, is the next question. Oops. I think it works. Yes! It's doing it! And we only had to set the house on fire once. Which clearly was so I could farm fire charges. Right. Obviously. Duh. Okay, so once more. In theory... It's doing it! Ooh! I'm thinking that we might need to put a trapdoor over the top. Because maybe that'll stop me from picking up items. Maybe. Not sure. Nope, just pulls it right through the wall. I guess there's not much we could do about that, then. Actually, that looks like it might have fixed it. No, you can still get too close and pull it out of there. But, undisturbed, I believe the system now works. There's flint coming in, which means that eventually there's going to be the occasional iron nugget coming in. Not a high chance, but... yeah, it's no iron golem farm. The system works. It's messy, but we now have passive iron income. Yeah, well... infinite arrows, assuming I have enough feathers, because honestly, feathers are the harder part to automate as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, we're slowly printing resources. We got a whole iron ingot already. Look at that. There's lava dripping from the ceiling. Reinforce a couple of spots of this. I suppose it seems appropriate to have a kind of patched up ceiling at this point. We're not going to touch this. That is a load-bearing block now because the snow pile will collapse if we get rid of that. So that is a do not touch type of situation. Ugh. Okay, so it's doing its thing. It's not terribly efficient, but it's doing its thing. Oh, the other thing that's fun about that, yeah. So I don't have arrows automated, but we are generating tons of flint, which I found out thanks to earlier part to Tinker's Construct, we can turn into an unlimited amount of shuriken. So it's not a high-end tool, but it's a ranged attack that we have an arbitrarily large number of now. And that's pretty good if you ask me. Also, at any point with all of this, we can absolutely just increase like production on this by tweaking parts of it. That might increase RPM issues, but I was going to say the other thing we could do is we now have also continuously generating cobblestone and potentially unlimited amounts of gravel too. So if we need those for anything else, we can just pull them out of the system at any point. Ugh. And we only burnt up part of the house. I'm proud. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I could just take this and just yoop. Yeah, look at that. Now all that stuff's getting processed. I don't want to make another way up and down. Where'd the rest of those ladder blocks go? Was that all we had? Oh, yeah, I guess it was just climbing up the side of the vault. Yeah, that's fine. Not quite. Whoops. No! Why would you do that? Breaking the house. That's not where that went. Would not have imagined that would be that difficult. Sure. Oh. Oh yeah, we can now make a bunch of tools out of flint and be able to infinitely repair them also. Speaking of, I wonder how a flint pickaxe would do with the Tinker's stuff. And here is stone, which is about what I was expecting. Alright. It's not a good pickaxe material. Every point of durability loss increases damage, but decreases mining speed. That'd also be better for a sword than anything. Surprisingly, the Tinker's Anvil also doesn't need a card. Okay. Maybe we could do some slightly nicer Tinker's Construct stuff. Because that would let us make more tools, but we still wouldn't be able to cast anything. Not sure if there's actually a workaround for that without actually going into the card. Anyway, the original goal is actually complete. Because we got the cobblestone generator running. It's processing cobble into gravel. The gravel's being washed into flint. And occasionally iron. So, it is working. So, then we can move on to whatever our next project is. I've got a couple of ideas. In addition to making some minor aesthetic and functionality tweaks around the base. Don't do that. Where did it go? I swear if it somehow got pulled into the stuff up here. And it did. Well, the system works. And in a rare turn of events, the snow actually helped us. That's my favorite part of the machine. After all the grief it's caused, the snow actually helped us with getting this running, as compared to just causing problems. So now I'm thinking, next project, where's this birch? I think the next project is maybe some home maintenance. For no particular reason. we have any birchwood laying around? I don't think we do. And might just end up having to improvise or replace it with some other stuff. Oh well, not like I particularly care. We've been doing all kinds of weird stuff to this place the whole time. Okay, time for some modifications, I suppose. Maybe, since it's already going to be patchwork, maybe we make some of the replacements out of something a little more fire resistant. No reason. Occurred to me that I need to put more torches out. Oh, it's not even stairs, it's just blocks. Alright. Not sure what exactly I'm going to do up there. I guess it's sort of like that? I don't know. I can't tell what the original design was from down here. It's already a weird mishmash of wood types up here anyway. Oh, no, I see what's going on. Oops. At least I think that's what's happening. Ow! The fact that I just suddenly heard fire crackling worries me. Oh gosh! See, the sleep paralysis demons have shown up. Suppose that is what happens when you get a little too carried away on your project. Well, it's close enough to daytime that they're gonna have to leave one way or the other, so... Whoa! Whoa! Oh, gosh. Low again, shaders. Oof. I don't know. I'm not sure I know what the actual design was at this point. Could have been something like this. Mm. Come on. Is that a double slab? Alright, I guess. Couldn't I just use a whole block? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not completely sure what's going on with that, but it's kind of whatever. Maybe we just sort of make some decisions about what's going on here. Aside from the horrendous mishmash of materials, like shape-wise, that seems more or less right. Just put another slab there and there. Yeah. Oh, right. That's probably a bit of a thing. Something to think about. Ew. I love working on stuff like this inside of a house largely made of wood. It's honestly surprising this place didn't catch fire earlier. Brain, please. Help me out here. That's what I wanted. Okay, so the structure is a mess, but that's honestly nothing new. We've been slowly turning it into a strange abomination this whole time anyway. And it wouldn't be a proper playthrough if something didn't catch fire at some point. I don't know what else was here, now that I think about it. Like, what is this part of the structure? I was gonna try and keep building stuff, but then I was just like, wait, what even goes here? Kind of seems like that's just sort of it. I don't know what exactly went over here. More importantly, there's not a hole in the roof anymore. And I can't check for symmetry on this side because there's a whole part of the building stuck in there. There's still some bits of asymmetry, but whatever. Now it's, what's the word we can use? It's personalized. I've made the place my own. Okay, things seem more or less normal on the ground floor. Got a couple patches that are a slightly different color than usual. Aside from that, it looks like things are relatively normal. Yeah, I think we're good. Don't worry about those random spots. It's fine. So the lesson, I suppose, if there even is one, is maybe take the lava out of your machine before debugging. Not that I'm actually terribly concerned about that, but, you know, just things to think about if, you know, you're... things to think about if you're working on some sort of machine like this. The drill is working a lot faster than the mill is. Wonder if we could... I don't know if we have gears left over. Maybe change this part of the system to get some, like, gear ratio stuff going up here. Make the mill spin a little bit faster. Oh, yeah, look at this. Nah, we're getting someplace now. Look at that. It's almost a whole stack of nuggets sitting there. Again, it's not as fast as, like, the golem farm, but I didn't feel like dragging villagers all the way over here. It's a lot of fuss and dealing with villager noises and sounds of golems breaking and all kinds of other stuff like that. This can just kind of run relatively quietly up above the rest of my base and just provide me with stacks of useful material. Look at that. What else we could do with all this flint? If we had feathers, we could make tons of arrows, but we haven't automated chickens yet. Flip knife, flip brick. I know you use those for seared bricks, but we still don't have a Tinker's Construct casting table, so still can't pull that off. I guess there's not much else we could do. Compacting to... Oh. necessarily care about most of those. Being able to make more andesite would be neat, but we'd need renewable lava before we could do that. Which goes back to the Nether Fortress thing. Okay, well... Inventory is going back to being a mess. Can I put all these blocks somewhere? Okay, so... Yeah, we made a machine, and although it's a little dangerous if you're not careful with it, it works, and it's producing resources for us. And I even patched all the holes that it made when we ended up doing that before. Oh, that can't work that way, right. And it just got pulled up into the machine again. Where does it even go? There's a whole stack of cobblestone, which we can then turn into all kinds of other useful stuff. Not that we need more cobblestone, what with the quarry doing what it's doing. Speaking of, we should probably go check on that. I almost forgot. Oh, thinking about how that was going, it's probably overflowing and needs us to rescue it. Okay, yes, let's go see how the quarry's doing. Speaking of things generating resources for us, let's check on the other thing we made. Just randomly a skeleton brute out there, it looks like. Yeah, added juice. Actually, that means it didn't overflow, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, it still did. I don't know how to control those things to make them do what they need to. Oh, that's a lot of clay. Might need to substitute out some of the stuff we have at the base for like a compacting setup. How did the stew get in there? Again, how did the stew get in there? What is happening? So much clay. I think that's good, though. I don't remember what exactly we were using it for, but we could make all kinds of silly stuff with that. Why is it doing that? It's being weird. Hey, it didn't insert some weird item into it this time. Cool. There it is. There it is. But yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this raw material. Okay, so comparatively speaking, let's see how the quarry did. We currently got 39 iron out of this, and it's been running for like hours at this point. Like to the point that it ran itself out of fuel. It's created an enormous amount of just material, and we've got a few other random things. But as far as just getting us iron, see what else we got going on. It mined. Oh wow, we've been able to answer the age-old question. This is how you mine for fish. I don't know how the quarry managed to do that, but it did. Man, oh man, there's so much material. Most of it is stuff I don't want or don't really have a proper use for yet. There's like the iron, like gold. Eh. I mean, it's doing what it's doing. I guess that's good. How did I find bones? Hey, a diamond. 2 diamonds. Okay, it does combine into a storage block. Which is good, because I don't know what else I'm using that stuff for yet. Storage blocks. Hooray! Make that stuff take up slightly less space. Okay, I don't remember what else we're trying to get as far as overworld resources. I mean, obviously it's always something, but... okay, well, it's doing its thing. We should probably bring it another, like, block or 2 of coal. But yeah, I don't know what else we were trying to do, because I don't know if I feel like going to look for the nether fortress right now. Because that is the next thing, because we still need, blaze rods. What else do we have going on as far as, like, overworld stuff, though? Still hearing stuff spawn. Alright, so who's down here causing problems? Because I'm sure somebody is. We do still have our little mob grinders set up that we could mess with over here. And some loot that I keep forgetting about. Oh, I just saw how much XP we have. Oh my gosh. Hold on, we gotta get that into the book. Okay. We have in fact unlocked an additional tarot card this stream. We now have the Wheel of Fortune, which now means we can work on some exploration stuff. Which is awesome because if we can get enough, if we can get 7 things marked off, then we can make a compass. And the compass will help us find all sorts of other things. So maybe we shift over to an exploration focus for a while. I don't think it should be difficult to find the apprentice's house. We'll have to see if that works the way I'm hoping it does. Quest completed. Find the apprentice's house. Because I found out after the fact that Temmie was having some fun with this. I am, in fact, the apprentice mentioned in the quest book. I'm going to go up here so we can look around the area while I point this out. Perfect. So, find the apprentice's house. I came across an apprentice technician in a rundown house falling to ruin. They said to me that they were once a powerful archmage, but they left behind their knowledge and life to learn that which they had never bothered to know, technology. I asked them, but why in an ice-cold place like this? They answered, it builds character. And here we... Oh! We're gonna pretend it didn't happen. We're gonna pretend it didn't happen. Hold on. Only on stream, right? Where'd it go? 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 There it is. Okay. Crisis averted. Anyway, the story of my quest for an end to this endless suffering in this snowy hellscape has been cataloged for other people to read and enjoy. Oh, gosh. It really just never ends, does it? So we found that location because, yeah. Okay, so I'm wondering which of these we've already found? Probably not too many. I don't think we found an ancient city. I don't think we found both slime islands. Right, these each take up an individual spot. But yeah, I don't think we found both slime islands yet. There's an earth slime island. Did we find a sky slime island? I don't think so. But yeah, we could visit the earth slime island, which is all well and good, but we need... Wait. Nope, that is a sky slime island. Okay, so no, yeah, we can knock that one out if we get a way to get up to the Sky Slime Island. Okay, so that's doable. Let's see what else we have going on. Find a township. That might be what we had way down to the south of us. Also, now I can't remember. Did I build a balloon? I can't remember if I built a balloon or not. I thought I built a balloon. Maybe I didn't. Well, we might end up doing that later. Although, Although if we do, I probably have to apologize in advance because the noise the balloon makes is awful. Yeah, we'll have to see what else we can get into now. Okay, so exploration for quests has opened up as an option, so that's good. So we have one fortune fragment. If we get up to 7, we can make the traveler's compass. And then once we have that, we can start searching for all kinds of good stuff. So that'll let us find the Nether Fortress for sure, as well as plenty of other important locations. So... Oh, right, and now we have the Wheel of Fortune. Which... Do we use that to craft anything? I don't remember. Oh, right. So that also opens up getting access to the Death Arcana. I don't know what that is. Get a lot of fairly high-end tarot for that. Oh, we can use Wheel of Fortune to get access to the Empress, so we can do more Farmer's Delight related stuff. I don't know if we have a golden moss clump already or not. I don't remember. It doesn't seem like getting access to a moss clump would be hard. Literally just take a moss block and put it in the crafting table. They're literally making up parts of the base. There's one right here. Moss clump. 4 of them, even. There's a bunch more in there. Alright, how much gold does it take? More than it should, but... Then again, the vanilla gold food is really expensive. Actually, I think the trick is, I don't think we have enough gold to make that. Let's see. I don't feel like doing math. I'm pretty sure that's 5 nuggets, or 5 ingots. Yeah. Okay, so we can't make the golden moss clump because we need more gold. That's actually something we could probably solve using the nether. Oh wait, we already did, because we were there before. Okay, maybe we can do it. Wait, where did I just had it! What did I do with it? I put it next to that, right. That's not where that goes. Anyway, the golden moss clump. Can we go for 2 cards today? Chicken soup. Oh, chocolate. I don't know if we have access to cocoa or not. We might not. I don't think we've been to it. Oh, yeah, no. Chocolate comes from cocoa beans, which come from jungles, and jungles aren't in the snow. So, yeah, of course we don't have chocolate. Okay, so, yeah, no, that won't be happening for a little while. Yeah, we'll have to figure out what we want to do about that eventually. Yeah, we're started on the process, though. Maybe we can get some from, like, a wandering trader, or find one in a village or something. We do still need to go down and check out that township now. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to look into. What do we need to try and make the jetpack? I think we were looking at it before. Oh, right, blaze powder. Okay, yeah, so that problem leads back into where we were before. Is that the only thing? Oh, no, steel, too. Yeah, so the blaze rods again. Okay. I don't know, man. Do we, like, look for a more mundane solution? Do we, like, go find a horse or something? Do you have craftable saddles in this pack? I don't know. Doesn't look like it. No, and I don't feel like going through, like, dealing with a raid in order to do that. Hey. I say don't knock it if it works. The output of this might not be super high, but we're always getting more material. Also, depending on how you have it done, I don't have to worry about whether or not it's loaded, because if we're at the base, it's working. Oh, right, need to replace that. There we go. Okay, so I guess from here, just need to figure out what else we can work on. We're kind of gated by blaze rods currently. I don't really want to think about having to go into the nether and wander in circles aimlessly forever with no way to get back. There's the recall scroll, but we don't have access to any iron spells and spellbook stuff. I'm trying to think, like, what sorts of things... Oh! Wait a second. Oh, we need a waystone for that. I would not mind seeing if we can figure out a way to get our hands on a waystone, though. But we need a lot of very specific materials. Drenched iron ingot and 4 air crystals. So it'd basically just be hunting around for source shrines. I don't know if we've found any of that stuff and, like, stashed it. I don't think so. I've got a couple miscellaneous magical knickknacks, but I don't think we got any of those. I don't think we can create any of the elemental crystals without full-on having access to the magician card. Nope. So we can get them as loot. Trying to think if there's any other ways to craft something to help us get back to respawn. Not seeing much. Maybe some sort of... Whoa! Oh, it's on fire again! Okay, so that's just gonna keep happening, apparently. I think I had said before, I was like, oh, that crackling noise that I heard is worrying me. Yeah, no, it's still catching on fire. Okay. Who would have thought working with lava is so dangerous? News to me. Okay, yeah, so the machine worked more or less perfectly. There's some tweaks we could make to increase its efficiency, but also it periodically sets parts of the house on fire. So that's something to think about. Bit of a minor hiccup in the design. I'm sure we could iterate it out eventually. I suppose for right now we just kind of maybe just replace some things in a certain radius around it so that it can't set them on fire. I'm not sure if it's actually necessary this far away. Thinking about it, I guess at this level anyway, the technology still seems to destroy my base less frequently than random magical accidents on my other playthroughs. Ow. Ow! It's gonna keep happening like that. I guess that's just how it is. So we made the machine. The plot twist is that the machine is dangerous and doesn't particularly care about the surroundings. Okay. You know, thinking about it that way, then I'm actually kind of glad that this happened when it did, because it could have happened when I was wrapped up in something else, and then I might not have realized, and then just the whole top part of the house burns up. So the fact that it initially caught fire when I was still testing things is sort of a blessing. Also, I don't think it destroyed any containers with any loot or anything in it, so we're lucky in that regard, too. So yeah, everything seems to be working well. Occasionally the ceiling catches fire, but it's fine. That's not a big deal. Still not sure how we're accumulating snowfall in here. Okay, so... like I was trying to say before, need to figure out what else we could potentially work on. Whole wide world of technology over this way that we don't quite have access to yet. But that's because we don't have access to steel, so we're pretty hard gated there because that's still the pyrolyzer issue. What do we have going on over this way? This box of Invar filled with electronics is used to upgrade some thermal machinery. Do we need upgrades right now? We only have like 2 machines. They don't do much. Okay, this looks like it's all like augments for the machines and stuff. We don't have much that we really need regarding that. Hepatizon. I think we could make that. We have a little bit of cobalt. I don't know what we use it for. Integrated dynamics. And some thermal stuff, too, it looks like. Could use along with steel to make some rather modern-looking armor. Yeah, I don't know what either of these are used for, but I know that they need diamonds in order to make, so whatever it is we're doing with it, it better be something valuable. Okay, that doesn't really take us any place we need to be right now. Storage scanner. Scan an area of 20 blocks around itself and read the inventory of any block in its range. A tablet can be connected to the scanner for remote storage. Sadly, the system lacks any of the future upgrades of the applied energetics system, such as auto-crafting. That might still be really neat to have, though. Gotta make a machine frame. I don't know. Where do we go? So far, I'm honestly kind of sad we can't just go into the air. But we don't have create stuff, so it's not really an option. Large propeller. Oh, it's just a propeller and some more iron. Okay, wait, so the only thing they actually need from that is a precision mechanism, which is a nightmare, but... I guess, technically speaking, if we could figure out how to make a deployer, we could make precision mechanisms from the point we're at now. Because the rest of the stuff is pretty mundane. Can we make deployers? Yes, technically. Is that where we are with this? Is this where we're going? I mean, it's a lot of work, but in theory, if we could get it to work, we could, like, shortcut our way over to getting access to a flying machine, so that'd be pretty awesome. I think the other rest of this stuff we can make with what we have right now. That's just a bunch of andesite casings and bits of iron. That's just a bunch of windmill sails, which are just a little bit of andesite and wool and sticks. So it's a lot of andesite, and then, yeah, I don't know. I think that's doable, though, from where we are, even though we don't have proper access to create. 3 deployers, so it'd be 3 andesite casing, that's easy. 3 electron tubes is a little pricey, but that's doable. And then... Oop, 3 brass hands. So each brass hand is an andesite alloy and 4 brass sheets. We just press those, right? Yeah. Okay, so we'd need 12 brass plates, or brass sheets. Okay. Yeah, why not? Let's shoot for that. We got a little bit of time. Let's see. Brain working here. Is that copper and zinc or copper and tin? I can't remember. Nope. 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 Copper and zinc. Okay. So, let's see. Alright, return to the machine. I mean, like, yeah, I guess we could spend a bunch of resources making an upgrade for this, but, like, we don't use it often enough that it's a big deal whether it works fast or slow. Oh, we need way more than that. Oh, wait, no, I had the number right. We just need to wait for all this to finish. That being said, take some of these and start putting them over here. Also figure out how we're doing on alloy. Wait a little bit. The fact that our machines were able to kind of allow us to sidestep getting to the Nether Fortress is awesome. Three andesite casings. I know we're going to need more than that. Which, of course, then means we're going to need more andesite alloy. Oh, gosh. It never ends. No idea what I'm going to use to power all this, because I don't want to attach it to our already struggling water wheel setup here. What if we just need to get like a conveyor belt and some deployers going? That shouldn't take much. We can just set up another water wheel someplace else. I need to AFK for a minute. I'll be back. I'll also take a stretch break while I'm at it. How did... What? Oh, okay. Okay. I think we're back. Okay. Okay. What were we doing? We're building stuff for the deployers, right? Which I think... Oh, we need some more andesite alloy. Let's see. We need to go out and make some more, or find some more andesite, it looks like. Actually, on that note, I'm really surprised that the quarry hasn't found any. Should go out there and check that. Oh, right, I was saying I wanted to bring another, coal block out there anyway. Also, where's that storage scanner thing? What do we need for that? 2 ender pearls. It's mainly just the storage frame again, or the machine frame again. We have solicitors. I can hear them outside. Those meteorite ingots left. Got meteorites. We are getting to the point that we're going to need to look for, or at least head back to the meteor that we were at. Gather some more materials over there. Wait, did I read that wrong? Oh no, we needed a, Oh, or we could just do it with the hammer. That's fine. It's not actually changing how much material we use. Is that other hammer still here? We have the one that's still in good condition, but I think we had one that was about to wear out. There it is. Okay, so it's this stuff and a couple zinc dust. Zinc. Take that. Take it over here. There we go. And then we put that into the ductite smelter. Gotta take the copper out first. I got meteorite ingots. Should probably start making more of those because I'm pretty sure we need them for some other stuff. Okay, so 6 sticky redstone. I'm not gonna remember all that. Oh, welcome back then, I guess, Mio. I'm not sure if you missed the craziness that was happening earlier. most of the stuff is continuing on business as usual, but we also set the factory on fire, so I'm not sure when you got distracted, so I don't know how much you missed. Redstone, right. I also grabbed the wrong numbers for that stuff. Mostly redstone and a little bit of slime, not the other way around. Okay, and then we need... It's like silver... Not silver. Copper and iron, I think. These recipes are confusing. I don't totally understand some of these. Ah, okay. Yeah, so I think other than that, you didn't really miss much. Also, the only part of the house that really caught fire was the upper part, like the ceiling, so nothing actually important got damaged. I just had to patch up some spots on the roof. Okay, 2 deficient circuits. A couple of galvanized iron, some hardened glass. I don't know that we're going to be able to keep making use of obsidian this way. I don't really have an easy way to get more of that. Take these things and plug them all into the induction smelter. See what we get. Oh, that'll give us enough hardened glass to be able to make something else later. Oh, we needed that for the... What is it? This... Yeah, this thing. Actually, I think we're going to have... Oh, wait, no, we don't have... We're not making a regular circuit. But we'll have some of that stuff done. Oh, we had some hardened glass already. Darn it. Well, that's fine. Then we just need tin gear, 2 iron, and 2 galvanized iron. We have a tin gear. We just need to make galvanized iron. Which we found out last stream has an improved recipe now that we have access to the machines and whatnot. Okay, so... Nope, brain's malfunctioning again. I can't do numbers. No, I don't need to do that part. Okay, yeah, so it's 16 galvanized iron nuggets. 16 zinc and 16 double iron, which means we need 32 regular iron. Okay. The math is not mathing. The math's a little bit better. Okay. Well, doing this stuff this way, we are getting a good amount of mileage out of the induction smelter. So that's nice. Is my brain okay? I'm not sure at this point. It is rather warm in here. Oh, we're out of juice. Whoops. More efficient to just give that thing a full block of coal. I kind of don't want to because I don't know what it's going to do with the excess energy. We don't actually have like a energy storage medium yet. And apparently if it sits in the dynamo for too long, it starts to decay. Probably should create like a energy storage thing at some point if we can manage the resources for it. Alright, that's going to be working at that for a little while. No, I think this is pretty cool, honestly. Like I said, still not as fast as a iron golem setup, but it's a lot quieter. And it fits in the top part of your house, assuming that the top part of your house is made of stone, specifically. Or at least something non-flammable. Supposed to be fishing around to see if there's any more andesite around. I'm pretty sure there's a good amount in the cave underneath us, actually. Just drop down and grab some that way. I still don't have a tinker's pickaxe? What am I doing? I made that, flint pickaxe head earlier, but I don't know if that's what I want to use. Probably not. But, yeah, we should make a pickaxe we can repair. Just for the sake of convenience, mostly. Binding, I think is the third part. Yeah, binding. Yeah, we just made that with wood too, that's fine. Yeah, good enough. Because that gives us mining tier of stone, right? Yeah. And we could technically add upgrades. I don't know. I'm not that worried about that part. Okay. We'll swing down to the spot under the base and do a little bit of digging. I don't know if we're going all the way down into the mine, but I think we just drop down here. I believe there's some andesite we could poke at. I thought there was. Maybe not. Oh, excuse me. I should probably do something with all of this. Do we have inventory space? Yeah, okay, we could do some berry picking. Creeper! Yeah, okay. I think it actually missed most of the super important stuff. That's fine. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. Where'd he even come from? This whole area is just doomed to fall apart. Yep, just going to pretend that didn't happen. So like I was saying, gonna do a little bit of berry picking. Ow! Why does that one not want to grow? Oh, it's probably too close to the torch. That's the only one that's that close to the light source. These things like to grow in the dark. Which also means that's going to cause a problem. On that note, I'm pretty sure we have some more ore berries to plant out here. But we'll get to that at some point. We're looking for... Nope, not there. Looking for andesite. Man, it's been a while since I've been down here. Which I feel like is nice, because I feel like this was like all this run was about for a little while, and it was kind of frustrating. So yeah, kind of neat to be back up here. Or down here, I mean. Still not sure what this structure is about, other than just being creepy and sort of annoying. Don't need any of that stuff, which is probably why I left it there the last time. Appetite. Lead. I'm really looking for ore at this point. What are we even doing with dimensional shards on this side of the tree? What do we do with these? RF tools. Okay. That's a whole rabbit hole we get pulled down at some point, I guess. Can use them to make power cores. More RF tool stuff. Yeah, just tons of super high-end technology stuff that we don't have access to yet. Okay. That's all ultra high-end technology that's beyond my understanding. In the water. Not a lot down here as far as like stone that's not just the plain vanilla stone. Not seeing much of the way of andesite. I'm also not really looking forward to wandering super far into this and getting lost and or stuck again. Yeah. I don't see much. Okay, we can look someplace else then. We don't really need to be down here for this. Wait. Here we go. Almost missed it. Found it on the way out. Okay, that at least saves us. Ooh, that's a deadfall if I mind that. Or not? Maybe that wasn't able to trigger whatever. It's gonna happen at some point. There it goes. Okay, I don't think that actually messed anything up. It even revealed some new ore. Alright, that works for me. Cool. That should be plenty for right now. I want to get back. It's starting to get late. And I want to see if I can't get a little bit more stuff done before we have to wrap up. Got jump scared by my own monster spawner. It's such a weirdly blurred location. No. No evil vice monster, no. Not today. just gonna sit out there and make annoying noises until I do something about him now, isn't he? Just gonna... until I go outside. Yep. Oh, it's full. Hmm. Too much rock. Not enough, like, everything else. Aluminum, nickel. I definitely want to plant the gold ones. Probably about the only stuff I really need to worry about. Keep doing that, isn't he? What the heck? Did he do that? I guess it's technically a thunderstorm? Not rest now, there's lots of here. Ugh. Alright. Where the heck are you? Look right outside my house making noise at all hours. Where is it? Is it on the roof? Zombie villager? Oh. Hello down there. I have a boat. Hello, sir? I will not be entertaining that particular visitor today. That's a bit much. Ow. Oops. Perfect. I mean, putting gravel on his head would be funny, but that's not really what I want to accomplish. Alright, that works. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this guy, but he's there. And with the boat there, I don't think he can leave, so... Excuse me? Pardon? Why was I taking burning damage? What the heck is going on? I still don't know where that ice guy is. I don't know what's happening. I swear, if he's somehow inside the house, I'm going to be extremely upset. Oh! You're the one doing it, aren't you? No, you make much more dramatic noises. Right, you're the one who keep mistaken for dragons in the other world than I do. Well, this has gotten much more serious than I thought it was going to. Wow. Oh my gosh. I just got absolutely mobbed. That was awful. Why are there so many people out there? Who are all you people? This is like a small army out here. Even after the sun started taking care of them, there's still a ton of guys here. Okay. I'm glad I'd been investing most of my experience levels in unlocking the tarot card. Because that was a lot. Hmm. To make things even worse, I still don't know if I got rid of the guy that was making all that noise in the first place. Well, I guess I don't hear it anymore. Oh, there's also a Sky Slime Island right up there. Okay, I don't know what's happening at this point. Um, the rest of the things that I had go. I think I used most of it in the stuff we were crafting earlier. Oh, that's gonna get old fast. Okay. There we go. We're well on our way to being able to make deployers then. What's that? 3 rose quartz and 3 more casings. Okay, gotta make room for some of the other stuff now. Yeah, the fact that guy's just gonna sit there and make that noise for the rest of forever doesn't exactly make me happy. Okay, let's see. 3 pieces of quartz, and a substantially large amount of redstone that I don't feel like counting. Right, there's a lot of types of quartz now. A little more redstone. Starting to wonder if that zombie villager is going to be worth it, since we don't have a way to cure him. It's a complicated task. I'm going to need all 3 hands for this. There we go. And then what was it? This combines with... Oh, iron plates. Okay. Yeah, I'm digging being able to stop high upstairs and just grab a pile of iron nuggets. Take those, toss them over here. Okay, I'm thinking we're gonna have to wrap up here pretty soon, because it's getting late, and my mind's starting to wander would be the other problem. Okay, 3 deployers, so we're now well on our way to being able to make a precision mechanism, if I can figure out a place to put all that and build a power source for it. Got a lot done. Made a lot of cool stuff. Set a couple of things on fire. Price of progress, really. I mean, you know, something about an omelet. You know how it goes. Nothing of value was badly damaged with all that happening, so it's probably fine. Hang on a second. I'm making an executive decision here. Yeah, not gonna be able to deal with that happening for the rest of forever, sorry. Who knows how long it's gonna take us to nail down that blaze rod, so I don't feel like having that guy hang out there until that happens. That's way too long. But anyway, we're making progress. We just got a lot to do. A lot to do, really. What about stuff in the strange matter department? How are we doing on that? Oh, right. Oh, no, we did get ready for some of that stuff. Which one of the... No, we don't have nearly enough gold for all this. Well, let's see what we can do. Okay, so... That's still really expensive. Golden blocks are just suffering. Yeah, no, that's many, many more trips into the nether to be able to get that kind of stuff. And that just kind of makes me wonder, like, I don't know. It's a lot of gold. I don't feel like making like a piglin farm. That just sounds like a hassle. So many different things we need resources for. It's never going to be a waste making those. We're going to need just tons of those glowing gold ingots at one point or another. I don't know where we're going to source all the gold for it. Speaking of, I guess let's go check and see how the quarry is doing. See if it's managed to fill itself up. Oh, it's nighttime. Saw what happened when I went out last time like that. Okay, I'm going to wander over this way and see if the quarry's managed to jam itself full of stone and deep slate again. Ow. Because we don't really seem to have a way to stop that yet. Oh, wow. You know, it'd probably be smart. I'll take care of it afterward. I keep coming back over here for this. But it's like, why don't I just, like, take the box up there with me? Like, it's not doing anything down here. Got a lot of clay now. And 6 whole gold. Oh boy. Need a separate drawer for all this clay. Guess we have like a giant base made of like stone, brick, and terracotta to look forward to. I don't know that I'm actually going to. I don't know that I'm actually going to do that, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, so not a lot to work with as far as getting any reasonable amount of gold. And now that's full. So that's fun. But this isn't, which I guess is the important part. Oh, that's a good amount of iron, though. That's about all we really got going on here, though. Yeah, okay. Alright, not sure what I'm doing with all those, but... Ow! Yeah, this area still sucks. Looking forward to the move. Not looking forward to spending days trying to find another fortress. It definitely is looking like that's becoming more and more likely that's what we're going to have to do. Okay, with that, we can grab our main tarot card. Spin this around that way. 2 galvanized iron. Machine frame. Okay, what else do we need to make this thing happen? It'd be cool if I can get this done, but this is definitely going to be like the last thing. Oh, okay, no, but if we have the ender pearls for set, I don't know if we do. We do not. So close. Okay, there's no easy way to fix that without going hunting. Okay, yeah, we can't, like, sneak our way around that one. At least as far as I know. Project E is terrifying. Clear Villager could sell them to us, but, what? Oh, that's scary. Piglin bartering. That might be an option. I mean, like, it's not a good option, but it's better than nothing. Okay, we're getting about to the end here, because there's lots more that we could do, but be here all night. So, yeah, I guess we got a good amount of stuff done. We have some groundwork laid for the next time. Look around for some ender pearls. Need to find an ender or a nether fortress. So sounds like a lot of stuff in the other side of the portal. Which I don't know. I'll have to find a better way to get around over there. Maybe we'll build a balloon and then just bring it to the nether. That doesn't sound like a terrible idea. So maybe go grab some wool and start thinking about building a hot air balloon again. Deal with that awful noise. But it's okay. We got a lot done. We, I think, made a good amount of headway. Plenty more to do. Yeah, so I think we'll wrap up there. Oh, man. Well, at least the building doesn't seem to be catching fire again right now. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Thanks everyone for stopping by. Regulars, new people, lurkers, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys again, like I said, on Thursday. Let's do this again.